Going on to another WOW video here, part 284C3K23. It's line 22f1fa19c3k23. Create 4 quarks, neutrinos, Higgs Field formula, Wow Seti. So there's the alien radio signal. And Google free particles, confined, hadrons. And quotes and data are from Wiki. So I found this graph that says energy, elongated gluon tube. An animation of color confinement. Energy supplied to the quarks and the gluon tube elongates till it reaches its point where it snaps. It forms a quark-antiquark pair. So this is a Hadron Jet. The color force favors confinement because at a certain range it is more energetically favorable to create a quark-antiquark pair than to continue to elongate the color flux tube. This is analogous to the behavior of an elongated rubber band. 12th of October 2012 is when I was doing the research. Today's November 19th, 2012 is when I'm filming it. My thoughts. Look at the Hadron Jet. It has 4 quarks. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. See? This is what we want the neutrinos to do, split into 4 quarks. Give them mass by colliding them in a Higgs field. It adds mass to particles. And then use the color force confinement of hadrons to create a quark-antiquark pair. Do a cross-reference in WOW. Anti-quark plus neutrinos. CERN, the WOW... Okay, I just lost my spot here. CERN, the WOW alien radio signal, is bringing up 20 videos with these keywords and their formulas for you to try. Oh, CERN and the WOW. Sorry. I'm half asleep today. I'm not very energetic at all. I'm just tired. Okay, so these are some of the videos that came up with the cross-referencing, okay? So you have line 22E11, 3 Nucleon, force, fuels, alpha, decay, Meson, neutrinos, 4 quarks, 5G Wow Seti. That's the title of it. And then here's the formula from it, a formula of keywords we call it, okay? Alpha particles, 2 protons, 2 neutrons bound, helium nucleus, alpha decay, ion, electrons, high velocity helium nuclei. I see this composite particle. Any meson, since mesons contain 1 quark and 1 antiquark. Try colliding the coated neutrinos with baby mineral oil from Janet Conrad's experiments with this meson that contains 1 quark and 1 antiquark. The trino replicates other particles. How do you collide a meson into 4 quarks? Go to see if anyone's done it. I've got a formula and idea for CERN to try, or Janet Conrad. So the next video that came up was line 22E12. How to collide neutrinos and create 4 quarks, UFO 5G Wow Seti. Sorry, I forgot to put my glasses on. And the video was renamed line 22E12A, step 1, create 4 quarks with neutrinos formula UFO 5G Wow Seti. And the video is part 2 of line 22E11, 3 Nucleon, force, fuels, alpha decay, Meson, neutrino, 4 quarks, UFO 5G Wow Seti. Goal for this WOW binary code math equation, alien messages. Find the data and get the idea on how to produce 4 quarks with a neutrino collision with fermions and leptons, and now Meson to produce the quarks necessary. That is my goal, to produce the right firing fuel formula that will recycle itself and burn consistently with a minimum weight, and giving a UFO engine 5G force to travel from Earth to Mars within 3 days or 2 months' time. These fuel formulas found in the lines of WOW data can be used to get a spaceship all the way to the Kepler 22b planet in the Pegasus star region. The 4 quarks will be collided to produce 25 quarks, thus giving the power required to travel from Earth to the Kepler Pegasus star region within several months or a year. I don't know how to calculate speed of travels, etc. You guys will have to figure that out. All I'm trying to do is come up with a fuel formula to make your travel time less and easier, cheaper fuel mileage. Data from Google search from line 22E11, alpha particles to composite particles, and this stands out to me. Any meson, since mesons contain 1 quark and 1 antiquark, the nucleus of a carbon-12 atom, which contains 6 protons and 6 neutrons, the helium-4 atom, consisting of 2 protons, 2 neutrons, and 2 electrons. So the formula idea to produce the 25 quarks from neutrinos is you take your meson, 1 quark, 1 antiquark, nucleus carbon, 12 atoms, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, helium 4 atom, 2 protons, 2 neutrons, and 2 electrons. So it takes 6 times 4 equals 24 plus 1. Helium 4 atom equals 25 quarks. Keywords to Google, see what comes up. Meson, carbon 12 atom, helium 4 atom. So I combine all 4 of them to see what comes up. Here's a formula from 1969 that came up. Isn't that cool? Now remember, you take parts of any PDF or test result and make a new experiment from it. So that's something you got to remember. Even if it's an old experiment, you can always take it and reinvent it, okay? Obviously, this PDF has some steps for you to follow in your mixtures or of particles or on how you want to collide them. So scattering of pions by complex nuclei. So line 22E12B, step 2, create 4 quarks with neutrinos, formula UFO 5G Wow Seti. My thoughts. It says the Meson only lives in picoseconds. How long does a neutrino live, and will it develop a heavier mass after colliding with the Meson? Google collide neutrino with Meson particle. Quote Wiki says, charged mesons decay sometimes through intermediate particles to the form electrons and neutrinos. Each one has formula ideas on it that tie in with this concept. Line 22E12C, step 3, create 4 quarks with neutrinos, formula UFO 5G Wow Seti. It only has data only, no formula. So when I say data only, that's basically my doing research on keywords that I don't understand. So line 22E12D, step 4, create 4 quarks with neutrinos, formula UFO 5G Wow Seti. Formulas to try with this one. So June 26, 2012 is when I worked on that video. So formula from date, read below just to show this one. Okay, so these are the formulas that come with this stuff here. Top quarks, fermionic, interactions, strong, weak, electromagnetic, force, gravity, antiparticle, top antiquark, decays, bottom quark, strange quark, down quark, electric charge, 2,3e, or 2/3 of E, color change, 1/2 spin, weak isospin, 1/2 left-handed, weak hypercharge, 1/3 left-handed, 4/3 right-handed. June 26, 2012. Formula ideas from keywords found in data and videos line 22E12A to lines 22E12D. And there's lots of them. Wow, this is long. ETA Meson decay. Electrons, neutrinos, 1 quark, 1 antiquark, fermions, collision, leptons, isospin, proton, neutrons, strong interaction equals nuclear force. Gluons, theory of quantum chromodynamics, or QCD, theory of quark-gluon interactions, delta baryons, subatomic hadron particles, 12,302 MeV c², baryons, UD quarks, spin, isospin, 3 halves. Sorry. Top quarks, fermionic, interactions, strong, weak, electromagnetic, force, gravity, antiparticle, top antiquark, decays, bottom quark, strange quark, down quark, electric charge, 2/3 E, colored change, 1/2 spin, weak isospin, 1/2 left-handed, weak hypercharge, 1/3 left-handed, 4/3 right-handed. So line 18A, 3Z, 5B, 3C, tetrahydrite, crystal skulls, cubic matrix, resin, copper foils, 5G Wow Seti. And then the other one is line 18A, 3Z, 2B5. Americum alpha decay, neutrino split 4 quarks, U238, PUBE 5G UFO Wow Seti. Formula to add: fiber optics, sprite twist, PP, rotating particles, neutrinos, lepton, protons, neutrons, collision, obsidian, blue glass sphere. Americum decays radioactively into other elements. See formula above this one. Neutrinos split into 4 quarks, short pulsed electron laser beam, a low gamma ray intensity, excite neutrinos, liquid argon gas, magnesium 238, uranium 238, lithium -7, boron 8, beryllium -7, boraxno, plutonium beryllium neutron, dissolved copper -64 positron, plutonium beryllium neutron source, PUBE neutron source. The next video that came up was line 18A, 3Z, 5B, 3B, tetrahydrite, quark wafers, CVD, thermal, spraying, plasma, 5G Wow Seti. April 7th, 2012 was when I was working on that video, and the keywords stand out in this abstract is 4 distinct quark-like objects. My thoughts: I think of neutrinos splitting with lepton spin to produce 4 quark-like objects. I keep Googling different keywords goggling. Oh dear. I can't do this. Keywords. I'm trying to get to capitalized. Doesn't want to. Forget it. And come to something interesting. Thermal spraying heated by electrical plasma or arc. Thermal spraying can provide thick coatings over a large area at a high deposition rate. So April 7th, 2012, my thoughts. The first formula. Thermal spraying plus thick coating. High deposition rate, CVD. Chemical vapor deposition. React, decompose, produce desired deposit, removed by gas flow through the reaction chamber, nuclear fusion. First formula, coated neutrinos from thermal spraying, thick coating, high deposition rate, CVD, chemical vapor deposition. React, decompose, produce desired deposit, removed by gas flow through the reaction chamber, nuclear fusion. Take this formula and add plasma-enhanced CVD, PECVD, electrodes, split leptons, coated neutrinos, cooled liquid argon gas. PECVD processing allows deposition at lower temperatures from wiki notes. Can we make a wafer with obsidian? The answer is yes. I googled it to find out. Line 18A, 3Z, 5B, 3A, nuclear fusion, collision, spin polarized plasmas, electron heating velocity 5G Wow Seti. April 7, 2012, my thoughts. Some keywords coming up in this section are plasma, kinetic energy, and nuclear fusion. Line 18A, 3Z, 5A3, liquid argon time projection chamber, LIR TPC, booster neutrino beamline 5G engine Wow Seti. March 17, 2012, my thoughts continued. Happy dance. Janet Conrad comes up in the Wow Seti data from line 18A, 3Z, 5A, where I try and figure out the 5G UFO engine formula based on some ideas from Chinese remainder theorem and Einstein and Euler's math equations to create a 5G force with neutrinos. Then I look up Janet's results and find her blog where she's talking about them creating a new liquid argon time projection chamber, LIR TPC, in 2008. What are the chances of that? Sweet. So now I know that they can use liquid argon gas with neutrino oscillations, which is part of one of my formulas for the cold and heated plasma, to oscillate the neutrinos to make them split into 20 quarks instead of 4. I originally thought and was told they actually are said to split 12 times from comments on the video. I still haven't confirmed this finding. What I do know now is that I have to bring up the keyword liquid argon gas and post the names of the videos titles for Janet's team to take a look at and see if they can combine the keywords and create a better set of test results. Search notebook for liquid argon gas keywords. I just searched for the word argon. My thoughts continue March 19, 2012. So, if you go to all these different videos that I'm going to list off to you, actually I'm not going to read them out because it's too many, but I'll blog it with the video, okay, so you can see them all. So basically line 18 has a lot of line 18A and line 18A 3Z 5A. Line 18A 3Z 3. Oh, there's too many of them. All these different number sequences I did. Looks confusing. They're all numbered either by number, and then if I run out of numbers I go by letters. That's what I usually do, and that's why there's so many different things. Okay, so line 18A, 3Z2B8, Pioneer 11, Anomaly Acceleration, Solar Neutrinos, Tevatron, Fermilab, W Bosons, CERN 5G Wow Seti, February 26, 2012, my thoughts. Now I know why Pioneer 11 showed up in the Wow Seti lines of data. It talks about them slowing down more than expected and how there was an unexplained accelerating towards the sun of 8.74 plus minus 1.33 times 10 minus 10 to the power of minus 10 ms squared. CERN and T2K experiments, have you had the same kind of reading of energy in neutrino experiments and calculations with the differences in speed of light based on data found here on the internet? Just wondering. Publish the exact calculations of differences in speeds for all neutrino tests, and I can find out if anything else has come up with the same thing from various countries' papers published online for the public to read. Thanks for making your test results public for all of us to read. Fermiland is CERN. I just did a Google on this anomaly. minus 8. Okay, so, and it's probably going to be continued in the next video. I just forgot to write that. Okay, thanks for watching. Sorry it was so long.